Nicolas.
We are back. Yeah, Matt, I don't know how you draw this up any better. It's the matchup that only NBA Twitter could love. It's the battle of the-
Only Balkan NBA Twitter could love.
Yeah. We have Nikola Jokic versus Nikola Vucevic. The 11 seed Jokic against the 14 seed Vuce. The Jokic is a 2.5 point favorite. This over under is 18.5. Just a battle of maybe two of the most skilled big men in the world right now.
Vuce is really underrated. Magic fans that I talk to are always have been low on him for years, and they're just kind of stuck with him. But like, Vuce he does his job. He's big. He's a great post scorer. He's able to hit short range shots. He doesn't demand the ball. He's not a pain. His defensive liabilities are all because of like basically physical stuff and not a lack of like engagement. Even if it's not mental acuity, it's not that he's not checked in at all. Like he does his job.
Yeah.
I like low maintenance dudes, so I'm really high on Nikola Vucevic. Who's, look, the Magic made the playoffs with him. Like he's
good. He's a good solid player.
Nice steal. He can get a bucket.
That's the thing about the NBA is you have these guys who like. Are you going to win a title with Vucevic as your starting center? No.
See, I do like that. I do like the animation there that they showed Joker's very weird sideways V approach to posting up, where he basically backs you down entirely with his shoulder without lowering it. So I like the animation there on that shot. 3-0 though. Joker's defense
here. Yeah,
Joker's defense in this game is absurd. Like, it's absurd. He had 6 blocks in that first round matchup versus Booker.
Isn't that quite Kristaps Porzingis? Who I think is
no one is though. No one is.
I think Porzingis is averaging 14 blocks a game through his first 2.
Joker, I didn't know what Joker was going to be in the playoffs last year. I was like, he could be good. He could be, not good. Like, this could not be the environment because it's so intense. He was so awesome. Like, I was so blown away by Nikola's, not just his performance, but his maturity throughout that series. He kept his head on straight. He really took the Game 7 loss hard. He cried. So, this is a good way to think of Nikola Jokic. He goes in the locker room. Nice little move there. Can get the ball. He goes in the locker room after Game 7. And despite everything he had done and all the minutes he had played and how he put that team on his shoulder, he cried in his coach's office and told him how sorry he was for losing. Like, I tend to think of Joker very much as kind of a space cadet sometimes. Like, I call him a bird because I'm like, he's all instinct, but he really cares in these big moments, and he cares about winning for his team. And I have a lot of respect for that. Joker's just a lot of things that I didn't know if he was. I didn't think he wasn't. I just didn't know if he was. And he's a lot of the good things that I found out last playoffs that he was.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty good teammate, actually.
Black.
Looking good here, 6'3". Again, this spreads Joker 2.5, so covering, yeah. Over under is 18.5. What are your thoughts, Matt, on what do the Nuggets do from here?
So I think big changes are coming.
You think so?
I said this. I'm a co-host on Locked On Nuggets podcast, and I've said this for a long time. That they tried at the deadline. Next rebound. They tried at the deadline to make a major move and couldn't get the deal framework where they needed it. But I think this summer is when that's going to happen. I don't expect the starters to be the same next year.
What was the move for? Harris?
I think, it's Harris is the most easy target, and then whoever else goes with him. Yep. So I think Jeremy Grant starts next year next to Joker in the front court. I think MPJ plays the 3, and I think only one of Jamal Murray and Gary Harris are back. And then they'll have an upgrade at the other spot, and Will Barton's the one that I don't know whether he'll be around or not. He's the one that I don't know. They love him. He and Tim Connelly are close from the Baltimore connection, but he may be the piece that they have to use in order to get that next star. But some names that I'm not saying the Nuggets are targeting, but I would say that they probably have interest on are Bradley Beal, Drew Holiday, those type guys. A major upgrade from the scoring position in the backcourt. I think that we're going to see an improvement there.
That backcourt's been disappointing. I was really, really high on Jamal coming out of college, and I still am. Like, I still think that he has a chance to be a really,
He has
really
nights.
awesome player.
He just doesn't have enough nights.
The more disappointing guy this year, though, has been Harris. He's just like.
So Gary, one nice spin move choker. Gary suffered that core injury last year, and to compensate for it, he tried to lighten. He tried to lose weight and get leaner so that he wouldn't carry as much weight to make the recovery easier. The problem with that is that he lost his explosiveness, power, and finishing ability because he was lighter. Like he was able to move faster, but he never really recovered in terms of his lower leg explosiveness and core explosiveness, and that caused him to really tail off. Now he started to shoot red hot after the All-Star break. He was shooting above 50% from three after the All-Star break. He finally found his shot, and that was huge, which is why it's a bummer that the suspension came when it did for a number of reasons, but for the Nuggets especially. But man, Vooch hanging in.
Hanging in. 2.5 is the spread.
Jokic. His defenses in this game has been really good. So I think Gary's going to probably have better years and more better games ahead of him, but the injury is really causing problems. Joker's killing him with that spin move.
Yeah, Gary looked like he was on path to be, I mean, maybe even a max guy.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. I mean, he was sort of the exact sort of wing that you would want.
Yeah.
And just wasn't able to. Almost like not a Danny Green. I think Danny is a much better shooter, but like that sort of style of player that's just going to be super solid.
All right. So here, this is big. Vooch needs one more bucket for the cover.
Yeah, this is it. This is the possession.
No. Wow. Joker comes through. Joker advances.
Joker with the block and the immediate turnaround for the cover. Man, if you're a Vooch backer, that was a tough last session for you.
That one hurts.